Hey Lakers fans, buckle up because we have a lot to unpack today. Things have shifted dramatically since our last updates, and it feels like the narrative around this team is finally starting to reflect what we've been seeing on the court. After recent performances, it's becoming harder and harder to deny that this Lakers team is not only a contender, but one that has the potential to make serious noise when the playoffs arrive. I know there are skeptics out there, people who will say, yeah, they're good, but can they actually win it all? And that's a fair question. Every year, there are teams that look like title contenders, but only one can hoist the trophy. That doesn't take away from the fact that the Lakers are built to compete at the highest level. Looking at the current roster, there are a few standout factors that make this team particularly dangerous. First, you have LeBron James playing at a level that is simply astounding for his age. Even if we call him the third option on paper right now, he's operating with the efficiency, awareness, and leadership that could turn any critical game in their favor. Then you have Austin Reaves, who has been remarkably consistent this season. He's faced his ups and downs, sure, but the stretches where he's performing at a near all-star caliber make him an invaluable piece, particularly in high-pressure moments. And when you add an Anthony Davis, who's been managing his game with a focus on peak playoff performance, you start to see a trio that can dominate in the crucial moments of the season. Role players often make or break playoff teams, and the Lakers have finally gotten contribution from their supporting cast at the right time. Players like Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and Jackson Hayes have stepped up when the team needed them. And that's a stark contrast to previous seasons where supporting roles were often underwhelming in crunch time. Even Luke Kennard and Rui Hachimura have shown flashes of the kind of elevated play that's necessary to succeed in the postseason. It's not just about the star power. It's about depth, experience, and consistency in the areas that truly matter when every possession counts. This balance gives the Lakers an edge they haven't consistently had in past playoff runs. Experience is another huge factor. The Lakers have veterans who know how to handle playoff pressure. LeBron James, one of the greatest playoff performers in history, brings leadership and calm under fire, and his presence alone elevates the confidence of everyone around him. Pair him with Luka Doncic, arguably playing at the level of the best player in the world right now, and you have two players capable of taking over any series. Even if other teams have stars, very few can match the combination of playoff-tested greatness and current peak performance that these two provide. That kind of duo can make the difference in a 7-game series where every possession matters and mental toughness is just as important as skill. Let's talk matchups because that's where some of the skepticism comes from. Oklahoma City is a team that could pose challenges, but the Lakers have shown that they can handle them, particularly in a playoff-style environment where execution, half-court offense, and defensive adjustments become crucial. Denver is another story. Historically, Denver has been a tough opponent in the playoffs, with Nikola Jokic being a constant problem. But even with past struggles, the Lakers have now developed a team with the necessary tools to match up better against Denver's strengths. They are healthier, deeper, and have stars who can influence the game in critical moments. This isn't to say it will be easy, but the talent and preparation are there to compete effectively. Another point that often gets overlooked is the Lakers' performance in the fourth quarter and crunch time. They're one of the best teams in the league when it comes to closing out games. Their field goal percentage in late-game situations, defensive adjustments in the final minutes, and ability to execute half-court sets under pressure are elite. These are exactly the qualities that carry weight in playoff basketball, where games are slower, defenses tighten, and every possession is magnified. Having multiple players who can elevate their game when it matters most gives the Lakers a tangible advantage over teams that rely heavily on regular season stats and performances that might not translate in high-stakes environments. The current winning streaks and recent form also cannot be understated. With 11 wins in the last 12 games and an 8-game streak underway, the Lakers are playing with confidence, chemistry, and momentum. When you combine that with the leadership of LeBron and the phenomenal play of Luka Doncic, it's clear that this team is not just surviving, they are thriving. The energy from the supporting cast adds another layer of resilience, ensuring that when adversity strikes, there are multiple players capable of stepping up. It's this blend of star power, experience, and timely contributions that makes the Lakers a formidable opponent as we move closer to the playoffs. Now, it's important to acknowledge that not every contender is guaranteed a championship. Injuries, matchups, and the unpredictability of the postseason mean anything can happen. But if we're talking about the attributes needed to succeed, experience, star power, depth, clutch performance, and the ability to adapt, this Lakers team checks almost every box. It's the kind of team that can survive the inevitable challenges of a long playoff run and still be in a position to compete for the ultimate prize. Every aspect of their game has been sharpening toward this point, from the regular season adjustments to the individual growth of players, and the results are showing on the court in very tangible ways. The role of momentum and confidence in playoff performance cannot be overstated either. The Lakers are currently riding a high, and that confidence translates into decisive plays, better communication on both ends of the court, and a belief that they can close out tough games. When you have multiple players who thrive under pressure, like LeBron and Luka, and others who have grown into reliable playoff contributors, it shifts the dynamics in the Lakers' favor. This is particularly important when series become tense and games are decided by a handful of possessions. Being able to trust every member of your team to perform when it matters is a luxury few teams possess, and the Lakers are demonstrating that they have cultivated this luxury at exactly the right moment in the season. As we look deeper into the playoff landscape, the Lakers' positioning and strengths become even more compelling. One of the most critical aspects of postseason basketball is adaptability, and this Lakers team has shown time and again that they can adjust on both ends of the court. Offensively, they have a variety of ways to break down defenses, whether it's LeBron orchestrating from the point, Luka taking over in isolation, or Austin Reeves exploiting mismatches on the perimeter. The combination of elite talent and smart movement ensures that they are not one-dimensional, which is exactly what playoff teams need. When defenses tighten and half-court sets dominate, the ability to read the floor and make precise decisions becomes crucial, and the Lakers have multiple players capable of doing just that under pressure. Defense is another area where the Lakers have made significant strides. They are now among the top defenses in the league, not just in terms of statistics, but in actual execution during critical moments. The ability to switch, rotate, and contest shots in late-game situations gives them an advantage against teams that rely heavily on individual talent. It's particularly effective against teams with dominant post players like Nikola Jokic because the Lakers have the length, awareness, and experience to minimize his impact in clutch moments. When you combine that with disciplined perimeter defense from players like Marcus Smart and the interior presence of DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers are equipped to handle a variety of offensive schemes, something that is often a difference-maker in playoff series. Experience in high-stakes games is invaluable, and the Lakers are stacked in this department. LeBron James and Anthony Davis bring years of finals and deep playoff experience, while players like Luka Doncic have already demonstrated an ability to elevate their play when it matters most. This is not just about raw talent. It's about the mental fortitude to perform under pressure. When games are decided by single possession, the ability to remain calm, make the right reads, and execute flawlessly becomes critical. That's where this team has an edge over many other contenders. They have multiple players who thrive in these exact conditions. Role players who can step up, stars who can take over, and a collective belief in their ability to win are ingredients that rarely align as well as they do for this Lakers squad. Momentum is another factor that can influence a playoff series, and the Lakers have been riding a wave of positive energy. Winning streaks build confidence, and confidence fuels execution. When a team believes in itself, it shows in communication, in poise during close games, and in the willingness to take calculated risks. The current Lakers roster is brimming with confidence. They have been tested against tough opponents, faced adversity, and consistently found ways to win. That kind of momentum cannot be understated as the postseason approaches, because playoff basketball is as much mental as it is physical. Teams that falter under pressure or lack belief often crumble in critical moments, whereas a team like this Lakers squad thrives in high-intensity situations. One of the most exciting things about this Lakers team is their ability to dominate in crunch time. They are arguably the best fourth-quarter team in the league, capable of executing with precision on both ends. Their late-game offense is sharp, their spacing and ball movement are exceptional, and they have multiple players who can hit clutch shots under pressure. Defensively, they lock in when it matters most, contesting shots and disrupting rhythm. In the playoffs, when possessions are limited and every basket is contested, these skills are amplified. The Lakers' track record of closing games demonstrates that they are not just capable of competing. They are capable of winning the most critical possessions when it counts the most. Depth and versatility also play a pivotal role in playoff success. The Lakers have a mix of seasoned veterans and versatile role players who can fill multiple positions and provide energy off the bench. Players like Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, and Luke Kennard can change the dynamics of a game, whether it's through defensive stops, timely scoring, or rebounding. Their ability to contribute in meaningful ways takes pressure off the stars and allows the team to maintain a high level of performance across all minutes of the game. This depth ensures that the Lakers are not overly reliant on any single player and can adapt to the challenges posed by different playoff matchups. Looking at matchups, Oklahoma City and Denver remain two teams that deserve attention. OKC presents challenges with their athleticism and speed, but the Lakers match up well due to their size, experience, and playoff readiness. Denver, on the other hand, is a different beast. With Nikola Jokic orchestrating their offense, they have proven to be formidable opponents in past postseasons. However, the Lakers now have the tools to compete effectively. Elite perimeter defense, strong post presence, and stars who can take over critical possessions. These matchups will be telling, but the current Lakers roster has the versatility and experience to contend with both. Playoff basketball is a unique environment, and the Lakers are primed to thrive in it. Their combination of elite stars, clutch performers, experienced veterans, and deep role players creates a balance that is rare in the league. They have shown resilience during tough stretches, confidence in critical moments, and adaptability against a variety of opponents. With LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Luka Doncic leading the charge, the team has multiple players capable of dominating the game when it matters most. Add to that a supporting cast that can contribute in meaningful ways, and the Lakers have built a roster that is both skilled and mentally prepared for the challenges of a long playoff run. As the playoffs approach, the stakes will rise, and the Lakers will face their toughest tests yet. However, everything we've seen over the recent stretch of games indicates that this is a team ready to compete at the highest level. From late-game execution to defensive adjustments, from star power to depth, they possess the tools necessary to advance deep into the postseason. The combination of confidence, momentum, experience, and skill creates a scenario where the Lakers are not just hoping to survive. They are positioned to thrive. In a league where the margins between winning and losing are razor thin, having a team that can perform consistently across all facets of the game is invaluable, and that's exactly what we are witnessing from this Lakers squad. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, there's a growing whisper around the league that Los Angeles Lakers could be preparing a bold and unexpected move, one that would immediately reshape their defensive identity. The name at the center of this speculation is Robert Williams III, a player long admired for his elite rim protection and disruptive presence in the paint. League insiders suggest that Los Angeles has been quietly evaluating ways to add a defensive anchor, someone capable of elevating the team's consistency on that end of the floor. Williams, when healthy, has shown flashes of being exactly that type of player, a mobile shot blocker with elite timing and instincts, often described by scouts as a game-changer defensively. The potential fit raises intriguing questions. The Lakers have, in recent seasons, leaned heavily on offensive firepower, but there is a sense within the organization that a stronger defensive backbone could be the missing ingredient in their pursuit of another championship run. Adding a player like Williams would signal a shift toward balance, prioritizing stops as much as scoring. Of course, this remains firmly in the realm of rumor. Questions about Williams' durability have followed him throughout his career, and any move involving him would require careful consideration. Still, the upside is undeniable. When he is on the court, his impact goes beyond statistics, altering shots, controlling space, and giving teammates the confidence to pressure the perimeter. Around the league, executives are watching closely. If the Lakers do make a move of this magnitude, it could trigger a ripple effect, pushing other contenders to respond. For now, it's all speculation, but the idea of Williams in purple and gold is already capturing attention, and perhaps, quietly, gaining momentum behind the scenes. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.